Imagine astronauts stepping into space, not in bulky suits, not gasping for air, but breathing freely because the void between stars is filled with oxygen. Sounds like paradise, right? But what if space had oxygen? At first, it feels like a dream. No more suffocating vacuum. No more fragile suits standing between life and death. Humanity could explore the cosmos with nothing more than a helmet and a rocket. Colonies could rise on asteroids, mining, building, and expanding without worrying about sealed domes or artificial air. The stars would finally feel within reach, but the dream would last only seconds before turning into a nightmare, because oxygen isn't just life, it's fire. Out there, beyond Earth, space is a vacuum that keeps explosions from spreading. But fill that void with oxygen, and suddenly the entire universe becomes a spark away from destruction. Every rocket launch, every re-entry, every scrap of space junk burning through the atmosphere would become a chain reaction waiting to ignite. A single meteor streaking across the sky could set the heavens ablaze. The beauty of stars themselves would vanish. Stars burn hydrogen in controlled nuclear fusion. But surrounded by oxygen, their radiation could trigger massive wildfires across entire solar systems. Planets with oxygen-filled atmospheres would become bombs. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing galaxies not filled with shining stars, but wrapped in endless firestorms, cosmic infernos consuming everything in their path. And here on Earth, the consequences would be immediate and devastating. Oxygen drifting freely into space would strip our planet's atmosphere, bleeding it away like an open wound. Gravity couldn't hold onto it all. Our air would thin, our skies would dim, and life itself would suffocate in the very element it depends on. Paradoxically, space filled with oxygen would mean Earth loses its own. But let's say, somehow, our air remains intact. Imagine stepping onto the moon. For the first time, you breathe in freely under a black sky, Earth glowing above you. A miracle, and yet, with one spark, the entire lunar surface could ignite. Dust, rocks, even regolith materials that never burn on Earth could combust violently in a pure oxygen environment. Space exploration would be suicide. Even more terrifying is the idea of weapons in a universe filled with oxygen. War would extend beyond planets. Lasers, explosions, and firepower wouldn't be limited by vacuum. Battles in orbit would turn into planetary-scale infernos. A single explosion could spread across hundreds of kilometers, burning everything in its path. The militarization of space wouldn't just be possible, it would be apocalyptic. And think about life itself. With oxygen everywhere, the universe might not be empty. Microbes, alien organisms, even vast ecosystems could thrive in places we thought barren. But they wouldn't be like us. They'd be born in fire, evolved in danger, shaped by an environment where combustion is constant. Meeting such life wouldn't be a gentle encounter. It could be a war for survival against creatures forged in flames. The irony is brutal. Oxygen is our life force, but in space, it would be our death sentence. It would erase the silence of the cosmos and replace it with chaos fire raging from orbit to orbit, system to system, galaxy to galaxy. So, what if space had oxygen? At first, we'd celebrate the freedom to breathe, the chance to step into the stars without fear. But soon, we'd realize the truth. Space's greatest gift is not air, but emptiness, because in the silence of vacuum, there is safety. Fill it with oxygen. And the universe doesn't become more alive, it becomes a torch waiting to consume itself.